How's it going, folks? Welcome to the weekly Wednesday and lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDOstream and youtube.com/Dungeons and Dragons/live. Thank you very much for being here. My name is Cordovan. I'm the DDO's community manager, and I'm on Argonessen this week. Last week we did Grey Moon, so this week, Cult of Six. Live on Argonessen. Level 8 character. We got a couple of people in the group. We do have 2 slots open. If you want in, I've got an LFM up now. It's also Zentradi, Zentradi. If you want to join my group, gonna head on out there and get started here right away. As always, we'd love to get your chat questions answered. So if you'd like to pop over in our Twitch chat or YouTube chat and ask us a question, we'll do our best to answer it if we can. Giveaways of Turbine points at the end of the show here, but I did want to remind everyone that not too long after I'm done with the show here today, I'm going to be randomly drawing names for those dice bags. That we have 5 just dice bags we're giving out to whoever wants it on the forums. We're going to do a random draw of 5 and get those out as part of a second mailing that we're doing. So now, this hour, quick, open up a browser window, go to ddo.com/forums and enter to get one of those 10th anniversary dice bags if you want to. Danilea says, any word on the Omnispell dust? Sorry, I have not had time to really dig into it. Just been a little bit too busy. Sorry. Make sure I actually have Cult of Six here. Nope, we gotta speak to Bruce, or Bruku. So it can be a little tricky. You want to make sure you get your NPCs properly spoken with. Speak to him twice. Once to get the reward, another for Cult of Six. The basic what is the Omnispell Dust thing is there's a recommendation, which is probably a good one, to come up with to bring back the larger stacks of Omnispell Dust. Used to be able to get them in stacks of like 2,500, and it should allow you to do that again. So this week, I guess on Monday, we took down Argonessen and Sarlona and applied a fix to hopefully improve the quality of the game on those 2 servers. Feedback has been fairly light so far. At this point, I don't know that we've had overwhelming enough feedback as to whether it's made things better, worse, or the same, that we're going to rush out a patch. But we will be bringing this change, presuming that it doesn't make things worse, and I don't think it has, to all the live servers, probably perhaps as soon as next week. If we felt that we were getting some kind of like, oh my gosh, that is just a billion% better right off the bat, then we'd probably push out an update on it this week. But we're working on a hot fix. And that hot fix includes some things we found with the Barbarian. Similar to other issues in the past where we've had enhancements stacking upon themselves behind the scenes to the point that it causes some performance issues and instance issues, we found a bunch of them on Barbarian. And I think a lot of Barbarian players and or people who run with Barbarians will not be too shocked to hear that. But we have a fix in the works, but that fix is not going to be ready probably this week. So I think what we're going to do is wait until next week, probably early next week if we can, and try to get this change brought to the rest of the game worlds along with this hotfix. That's the current plan. Now that could change though, if perhaps maybe this message spurs a bunch of people that say, yes, it's a million times better and we need this in all the other worlds now. Then we would probably, be interested in hearing that feedback. But as of right now, it's in we just don't have a lot of feedback. Maybe because we burned people out from all the times we've been, it's been a couple of weeks, we understand. Um, but we also haven't heard anything saying, yes, it's a billion times better, so we'd rather consolidate that downtime and do the hotfix at the same time. As far as I know, that's all that's going to be in the hotfix. I think there's a couple of kind of development things that are also in there as well, but nothing that's really publicly visible.
The tunnel to the north leads back down to the bottom of the hill.
Clearing up a few build
Shrouded in the
asserts,
scarred ogre chieftain watches
if you know
from
what that
within
is.
the ruin.
Yeah, so would we rather have one downtime. We've done a fair amount of downtime here in the last couple of weeks. So like I said, unless we heard some kind of overwhelming sort of uh, feedback from the community regarding the quality improvement, or you know if it was significantly worse, I suppose. But it doesn't seem to be. I've been playing an Argoness, and I played some yesterday on the live stream. I was also on a little bit last night, just a few minutes, and I definitely isn't worse. At least not in my experience. But please, let us know what your experience is. Think we want to do elite here, or should we bump it down to hard? Let's see. Did we do anything for April Fools this year? No, but the kobolds did take over social media for just most of the day. So we had kobolds running Twitter and Facebook.
Those rough
That was
padded
fun.
walls give way to stiffened stone. Sunlight panes
Could
and
we
mirrors
get a way
reflect
to buy the dice bags themselves? Sorry. The answer is no. We do not have merchandising rights for DDO. This is something that was being done as a kind of a special one-off for the anniversary, and we can't just sort of set up shop and sell them. I apologize. Argo, why am I not playing in Mortal Voyage? I like Mortal Voyage. I think I actually have run with them a couple of times, but as to the why not Mortal Voyage, it's because I am just utterly terrible at permadeath. Is anyone surprised to hear that? I wonder if Chai even remembers the time I was in Sublime with him, and he was just like, "Oh God,
the draggled ogre stares at you
you
from
really
the other
can't do
side,
this, can you?" Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
eyes burn with defiance.
Someone was telling me there is a Fighter Kensei update coming into the next big patch? Question mark. Is that true? No. If you consider the next big patch or hotfix next week, yes. If you consider the next big patch update 31, which will be coming a little bit later, and we are indeed planning to have the Fighter Kensei update having in there. Seemed better overall. Starless70 says. Cool. Good to hear. But I do enjoy permadeath. I've actually thought about doing another, like a permadeath series, like a shorter series, but a permadeath series on uh, Twitch here, just for fun. See how long I can go if I really truly was being Mr. Careful and everything.
You now have the
Paying a
key
little
to
bit
the
more
tunnel.
attention and such. I wonder how far I could get. I've thought about it. Oh, I've got the key now. Do you guys just want to clear out while I go unlock cages? I might make it off Korthos. You're not wrong. No, I think I can make it off Korthos. I think I can make it through the harbor. I think it would be. I mean, I think if I really put myself to it, I can probably make it without too much difficulty into the low double digits. I suspect, at least. Potentially in the teens. But I guess there's one way to find out, huh? Put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, I should. That would be a fun thing to do. Maybe I'll do that. Halfling Commando is running Mark of Death for the first time next Tuesday. Feel like joining us? Ooh. So that'd be a week from yesterday, huh? I Yeah. The only thing is I don't have a halfling or a gnome on Sarlona. So it would have to be probably my drow, perhaps. But otherwise, I'd love to do it if you don't mind having a tallish person in your group with you. But I've actually just on was it actually Thelanis just recently? I flagged for Mark of Death. I'm looking to run that one a little bit, just for fun, and to upgrade a few of those items we got from the anniversary, or whatever it was. However I achieved them, I don't know. Magic. Just about wrapped up on the anniversary work. I've got two or three runs to do on Kyber, depending on the difficulty of the runs. Then I'm going to have my level 30 armor for Armagh. On Wayfinder, I was going to try to get a few things, but I think I might just sort of convert what I have into cookies. We'll see. If you haven't heard the word, we have until April 16th. Through April 16th, being shut off the Monday morning of the 17th on the anniversary event. So, get your tokens and such turned in before then. How do I get a hold of me, King Cosma says, to stream on Twitch? Get in touch with me through the forums. It's Cordovan, and just send me a PM. Another option is to direct message me on Twitter, and it's twitter.com/Jerry Snook. If you happen to um, just DM me. We can talk a little bit about what your show is, kind of what you want to do with it, that sort of thing. And it should be fine. We have plenty of open space, so we can probably get you in. Someone says, I need a group to help me do Demon Queen, Tempest Spine, Von 5-6. Look for me on Argo in the LFM Lodbrok. Good luck, Lone Eagle. Yes. Depending on what the timing is, I've got someone on Argo that can do. Well, I could do all of those actually. So I just looked last night, and I am Demon Queen flagged. So maybe I will keep an eye out for that name when I am on. What's Twitter? That's a kid's thing. Well, like I say, just get in touch with me through the forums. You can DM me there as well. I don't want to give out my work email just publicly on Twitch here. Seems like a bad idea. All right. So let's see. I did talk about the update. Our bonus this weekend is a heroic and epic XP boost of 20%, along with a 5% VIP XP boost. So that's a pretty good weekend bonus. That's going to be starting tomorrow morning and go um, through Sunday. Otherwise, like I say, we've been talking a little bit about names and dates for Update 31 just today. So we're making progress on some content. What can I say about what it's going to be? Well, it is going to have Fighter Kensei, and I'm hoping to get that out to you guys, if not today, tomorrow, something like that, as soon as I can. And so that's really what's going on right now in the world of DDO. Keeping busy. Oh, that's very cool, DDO Geek Mom. Yeah, I heard that you guys had your first big Shroud raid and everything, and that sounds great too. I'm looking forward to reading about that on your blog. I saw that it looks like Bonnie B's got some video up and things like that for those interested. Where do we end up going? So the current plan with the rest of the update is we do have quests in the works, some content packs in the works. I don't want to. It's going to be well. Sorry. Any plans to update cleric or monk enhancements? Um, yes. Yep. I mean that is on the agenda to do on both cleric and monk. No ETA to announce though. I heard some rumor that there may be some work done on monk for update 31, but that work hasn't actually been done yet. So I would hesitate to say it's going to be in for update 31, but it's possible. Sorry, no plans for an additional monster manual. We were pretty busy on the monster manual front, and I don't think we're gonna get to the monster manual for a little while yet. I'm sorry, might be a little while. Hello, we just finished part one. I don't know if that impacts your ability to stay or whatever, but it's up to you. Any more expansions planned? No. We have no plans to do any expansions in the immediate future. We enjoy doing them, but no plans to do another one that I know of. Never say never, though, right? Titan's got his 21st birthday coming up. He says, "What was I doing on my 21st birthday?" I ain't saying that. It doesn't really seem to let me. Relax says Cordovan was in college and is from Minnesota, so we know what he was doing on his 21st. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. You're not wrong. I do recall actually playing a little bit of D&D as part of that 21st birthday extravaganza. It was only for like an hour.
There, in the outpost, a grown frigid. A rasping voice growls up from the
Pink
dark.
wants to know if you will be at PAX East on this Sunday. I will make sure to be, if you guys are going to be there. I'll be happy to stop by and, if I'm not in the convention itself, I should at least be around the area. So we could, find a place like a coffee shop or something like that and shake hands if you'd like to. I don't know what day I'm actually going to be in the convention itself. I think I just have a 1 day pass this year. And I don't know whether that's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But I will be. I mean, I'll be around the PAX Convention Center all weekend long. So,
The voice rises from the darkest
but yeah,
corners of the
that'd be
universe.
fun. Sounds great. I will have some swag with me like usual. So if you're attending PAX East and you're a DDO player, make sure to find me on Twitter or Facebook or I don't know, whatever. Yell out to the sky and hope I hear it. Uh, and I'll get you some swag. We don't have a lot left, but we have a few things. And I'm not going to let you be unswagged should you want to take the time to visit me during PAX East. It's okay to kill me during the anniversary event. I completely understand. It's all in the name of loot, nothing personal. I've got a star, you need a star. It's the way things go sometimes.
Again, the voice calls from the gloom. Would you come to
That was LARPing a dwarf in a tavern. No, 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 it wasn't LARPing. I've not done the LARPing thing. But no, my 21st birthday was a rock and roll lifestyle. What can I say? I was playing bass guitar on the road for a hippie jam band, doing weekend festivals, hanging out with punk rockers, doing a good time, having a good time. But it was a long time ago. Any plans to do the festive icy event again? Um, Not that I'm aware of. If it comes back, it'll be as part of the regular sort of seasonal updates. I don't know of anything like in the near future with it
Before
at
I
all.
knew it, the leader of the Christian army was home. The voice boomed, crackled with victory. The people will
Let's
have
see.
your souls, Jew.
Really, someone doesn't know what tax day is? In the
It's
United
April
States,
15th.
tax day is April 15th.
Hello. Potomac. Charleston. Confirmed. Falls. Barrier surrounding it quickly.
Everyone in? Everyone in?
The Libram of the
Yep.
Six is yours.
Oh, really? It's the 18th this year? Well, I guess what do I know?
This mausoleum was recently excavated and converted into an outpost of the Temple of the Six.
Well, how exciting. I don't know. We all live in a digital world. The whole idea of having to wait in line at a post office to mail your paper taxes is so quaint.
A battered and scarred ogre chieftain watches you from among the ruins.
Here, have this book. A place just on guild airships for captains and officers. That'd be pretty funny. I guess it makes sense, kind of. What do I know? I don't know. My taxes were done in like February sometime.
The jungle struggles to
I know,
protect
aren't
you
I
from
fancy?
war, spirits and
Only the
gods.
most exciting gamer talk about taxes. Okay, is this one we're going on the side? Main temple. Okay.
Foul miasmas cloud these ruins. The temple of the sick lies dormant no more.
Ooh.
The
Yeah, that's
world
something to spend your tax return on.
taken dim.
You can tell the average age of the hate group from the chat. Yeah. What exciting things that we talked about? Snapchat, our kick profiles. No, we talked about taxes.
The air here seems choked with bleakness and evil, as if all joy has been drained from this place.
What about lag in Kenneth crafting? Any work on that? I think that when we do take a look at Kenneth crafting, that would be something we would take a look at it. But I don't think I think it's a separate issue than what we're looking at here regarding the data center and server move. Auction house taxes, the coin lords get their cut.
You have found the main worship hall. Now you must destroy all the altars of the Dark Center. You have broken one of the altars of the Dark Six, but four remain, hidden around the outer temple. You must all eliminate them.
Sir, I don't know. What'd you guys like to talk about? I've been digging playing a caster type for really, I haven't played a lot of casters, and I started playing one on Thalanis here, my gnome. I decided to make a gnome like wizard type, and I've been really, really enjoying it more than I thought I would. I've never really been a big caster person in D&D. I tend to play my fighters and clerics and that sort of thing, or rogues. But I'm glad I did. It's been pretty diggable. So anyway, that's been fun, and it's been really good for the anniversary event too. Those casters are doing quite well. Although I've also heard Warlock, of course, no surprise there, does real well in the anniversary event.
You have found the side exit of the temple. You can escape now.
We can escape now, but we haven't destroyed all the altars.
The last altar crumbles to dust. A wave of rage buffets the temple.
All right, cool.
The power of the Dark Six is lessening here. A foul meow
It would be cool to be able to sell dice bags
The
and
secret of
T-shirts
the Six lies dormant
and
in
mouse
the
pads
lore.
and coffee cups, perhaps even boxer shorts.
The jungle struggles to claim this corridor for its spirit of dark lore.
So anyway, I guess that is a pretty good. We're talking about update 31. We talked about the lag. We talked about the bonuses. Those are really probably the three big things we're talking about. Getting Fighter Kensei out to you guys very soon, perhaps even today. We're having some meetings as to the name and release date of update 31, along with the Lamania release date for that. That's part of those discussions.
A battered and scarred ogre chieftain watches you from among the ruins.
I assume a lot of you guys have read through the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. I'm working through the paperbacks on those right now. Found a stack of books 1 to 6 at a thrift store just the other day. So I thought, sure, let's do that. So I'm currently on book 4. It's a lot of reading, man. It's a good series, but holy moly, so many pages. I mean, the Cult of Six has been around for a very long time in DDO. It's
Behind frowns.
I don't think it's been here since the start, but it's pretty. Yeah, it's well clearly not if it's level 11 non-elite. Geez, maybe it is from the start. Anyway, Cult of Six has been around for a long time, and it's a really good adventure pack, one of my favorites. There is quite a bit of running back and forth and all, but there's just something about the Cult of Six that's really fun. A really fun adventure pack, in my opinion. I've been always really enjoying it. All these years. Let's see. So there's a comic book store that opened up not too far from where I live, which is sort of in central Massachusetts a bit. And one of the things they have on display, they have some like really nice collectibles that they kind of have along the side of the walls just to kind of, I don't know, just sort of give the place a nice collectible feel and everything. Is a whole bunch of the old Dungeons and Dragons toys, action figure style toys from, I don't know who it was. Was it Hasbro? I don't think it was Hasbro. Kenner, maybe? Something like that. One of the 80s kind of toy makers. And they did a line of a little bit He-Man style, although not quite so deformed, of like a line. There was like an orc and stuff there. I don't know. There's stuff. And they had him still in their collecting backs, their packages and all that sort of thing. And they were on sale if you wanted to pay, a not insignificant amount of money for them. But it really reminded me. Did you guys ever have any of those? Those old D&D toys? Any of the old D&D? I had it wasn't color form, but it was kind of like that, where you were. It was almost like a Play-Doh, but it was like kind of more of a clay-like substance rather than a pure sort of Play-Doh-like experience. I can't think of what the name of the stuff was now. They had some molds of that stuff. That was pretty cool. Fun times. But it brought back a whole bunch of memories. I was like, oh wow, the wizard and the orc. I think there was a rogue and a fighter. There was a lady fighter and a guy fighter, I think. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Anyone else play with those things? Sorry, by the way. It looks like no, I was like, how's come no one's chatted with me on Twitch for a while? And it looks like my Chrome is crashing. So I have to redo it. So, let's see. Yesterday I was in Legendary Shroud. You quitted with 3 other people in Phase 1 because this group doesn't have enough DPS for Parts 4 and 5. Well, we killed Harry after 30 seconds of second round. Awesome! Awesome! I thought we were doomed, man. Because we'd been in there for what, about an hour and 20, well, 45 minutes in Part 1, maybe? It was kind of a long, poor Part 1 there. But that's awesome. I'm really glad that you guys managed to get through it and all that sort of thing. That's really cool. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I sort of ran out of time last night as well, and I was just like, oh man, I don't really have like a 3 hour shroud in me, not on the live stream at least. And that's cool. That's great. That's great. And so from over on YouTube, let me try to get my Twitch page back up and running. Alright, there we go. Sorry, I lost your chat messages though. Chrome crashed. I'm not deliberately not answering your question, I just don't see it. Asking a dev about it? Question mark. Sorry, I don't know what. That was the first line of chat I see. Ask about what? I'd be happy to answer that question, provided more detail. I apologize. Chrome crashed on me, so all of a sudden all my chat froze up and everything. I had to restart the browser, and I lost some chat there. When did the plus on stats get raised to 15? That was for update 29 here, with our level cap increased to 30. Curious when we do instance checks and it comes back with an I-2049. Is that like a server partition? I'm not the right person to answer that, but there is some pretty technical information about that exact question on the DDO forums. I would recommend doing a search for I-2049 on the DDO forums, and you'll get a couple of really good answers to your question as to what exactly I-2049 is, what it does, and what it means when you pull that up. And the long and short of it is it doesn't really mean as much as a lot of people seem to think it means. In particular, it doesn't. My understanding is, in general terms, that's the name for the first instance assigned to you in a certain, under certain situations. But like I said, go to the forums. We got into some nice technical, detailed stuff. Better than me trying to pull that from the top of my head right now. And I would read about it there. People say it tends to be a bad instance, but it may just be a matter of it being seen more often. Anyway, like I said, I think Steel Star or someone has put together a more informative post than I'm telling you right now. And I would recommend checking that out.
This, though, relatively safe, appears at Mesopotamia. Today, herds of Isco perish, blood and vile oaths spilling from his lips.
Erlock mentions I-2049 basically doesn't mean too much. It's just the first and therefore the most visible. Yeah, that was basically my understanding of it as well.
You have found the way to the inner temple, but the way is shut and barred by impassable gates. You can go no further this turn.
Eep. Oops. Yeah, the anti-paladin and the ranger. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Have the Twitter names been chosen? No, I do that this afternoon as well. When I'm done with the live stream here, I'm going to go grab some lunch. I'll come back. I'll do the dice bag names. Send out some PMs so hopefully they can um, get back to me with their addresses and we can get the dice bags out soon. I'll then also pick the Twitter winners, usually mid-late afternoon, while this is being uploaded um, to YouTube. So I don't suppose anyone's got a res. What's a live stream without a death, right? Yep. Why does Steel Star toss command? I don't know. Because he wants to. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Beforehand, related to old D&D things, I have the limited edition The Great Red Dragon made by TSR, one of 503 still in its original box. Ooh, cool. Cool.
A following
I've got a
year,
bunch of old first edition stuff, kind of early 80s, late 70s, but nothing like really earlier than maybe 77, 78. Search not working for you. As a matter of fact, that raises a really good point. Right. We're working on getting search working on DDO.com. We actually did something this morning, late this morning, about an hour before I went on the air, that is starting to get search working. Although we're still troubleshooting an issue where it's only returning posts prior to like August 2013, along with things after we made the change. So anything between those 2 points isn't being returned in search results. So we're currently troubleshooting that right now, but we are working on it and making progress in regard to getting DDO.com's forum search working. We were hoping that it was going to get done this morning, but then, like I said, we have another issue we need to troubleshoot. So, yeah, just use Google. That's what I do, frankly. Yeah.
a battered and scarred ogre chieftain
Who
waits
needs
to be
forum search?
resurrected.
Yes, there were methods. Now, the forum problem. So what happened is we did our data center migration for DDO.com after we did the game servers, and when we did the migration, there was like a Nginx, NGINX server that was still touching something related to DDO.com. So when it got decommissioned about a week ago, oops, where am I going? Where am I going? When it got decommissioned a week ago, it caused problems for forum search and find latest posts by user. Like if you go to a username and say, "I want to see all your posts," it's not returning results well. And that's something we're currently working on. They're setting up some things to try to deal with it, but that's what's going on. It's a problem with the data center migration. Ah, a dev party as a main battle, all four at once. I think that sounds like a great idea. But that's going to be going away, right? My time in the game is coming to an end. I'm only going to be around to kill you for so much longer. It was fun while it lasted. No, we're not still using tape drives. Let's see. What did everyone get with your party favors? I don't know. What did you guys get with your party favors? I tended to go. Well, it was a little bit of a mix. Depends on the character, of course. I had a couple that got the Litany of the Dead, a whole bunch that got the Sword of Shadow, and a whole bunch that got the 10 uh, heroic commendations. And then, sort of the default, if they were really low level or whatever, I tended to get them maybe the Quiver. Oops. Where are we going? Oh, you said party favor, not anniversary token. Sorry. I have been mostly getting the No Worries armor, the Broccoli Club, and the cookies that give you +1 to all of your stats with leftovers.
This door has been bolted firmly shut from the other side. Evil shadows flicker within, and a power that makes your head ache.
I did get a couple of ice robes too. We don't have anyone who can do traps, right? We don't have anyone who can do traps, right? Or can you do those War Garble? No. So I guess that's probably mostly what I've been taking. I haven't taken any of the items, that kind of thing. I just haven't really felt the need to. The broccoli basher and the cookies and the armor slash toast tend to, I think, be things I've most been seeing guildies and stuff taken. But what? How about you guys? What have you been running with on your anniversary tokens?
The Cursed Empire is smashed, closing its gates Eternia. But there is still much work to do.
Is a succubrock creature companion possible? Yes, it is theoretically possible. And I know exactly which picture you're looking at here. Yeah, that would be funny. Oh, the tinfoil hat. Yeah, that's another one too. Yep.
Beyond the Green Guardians, the caves swelter with unholy power. The ground beneath you rumbles.
Alright, you guys ready? Go for these summoning fires. Alright, let's head across, get the other summoning fire. Alright, now we head down. Has anyone posted an ultimate dual wielding broccoli build on the forums? I've seen some pictures, but I haven't seen any builds. Uh, so no, I don't think so. Cleavebeard wants a scroll case. Yep. Yeah, scroll case would be cool. Hamby and Clamby companions? Yeah. You know what my April Fool's idea was for an item? We just never, it didn't really work out. My April Fool's idea for an item would be it would just be a box. It would be called the box. And the description would be like, this box doesn't appear to do anything. It does, however, take up a space of inventory. And so it would basically be something that would take up a space of your inventory and do absolutely nothing. And would give them to everybody. And it would just be called the box. I think it's a great idea. I think you know I'm right. Hundreds of runs. Yeah, it could be a lot. That's for sure.
Solve the
If you really want everything.
these ruins. The temple
Healing Shiv.
has been
Heal your enemies to death. Yep. DDO Unknown says, I'm saving my anniversary token just in case they add a last minute scroll case on the 16th. No, we will not be doing that. Sorry.
jungle
But please do spend your scroll tokens, or your 10th anniversary tokens before we shut things down. I won't be coming back. At least no plans for it. Every time you try to throw away or sell the box, it gives you another the box. Yeah, you're talking my language. I approve. Yeah. Who's in the cake? An anonymous person. A person waiting for the right moment to pop out. No, it's a trick to get the confetti off, kind of exploding above the birthday cake there.
the ruins.
Might as well finish up the chain here, right? Well, see, I was thinking we could even be more cruel, and then as soon as everyone's really gotten sick of it, then we release an update where the box actually does something. Like you can turn it in for a +6 tome, and Just sort of really troll everyone good about it. Yeah, I mean, by their very nature, we broke the fourth wall of having a Cordovan in the game, right? Because I'm not an actual lore figure in the game and all that sort of thing. So that's what I meant by breaking the fourth wall there. We reference things that happen on the forums and in real life in the DDO community that the characters in game certainly wouldn't know. I've wiped a few raids from jokes. Yeah, that's a great thing to do. I approve of that as well. If it's funny enough, they'll understand. All right, let's be careful here at the start. This is probably going to get us, if anything will. Well, that's also why the anniversary event is a limited duration event, in part, just to kind of
A deep and sonorous thrumming sounds
give
emerge
us a chance to sort of
as if
have a little more
battle
fun.
has begun.
Then we might have to. We can break a few rules that we otherwise probably wouldn't want to.
The door to the inner chapel stands open. You sense that the bishop approaches you.
Alright, so for those who have never done the Cult of Six puzzle, on one side you've got symbols, and on the other side you've got colors. It's fairly easy. You figure out what the colors are, then you figure out what the symbols need to be, and then you do them. It's really not too much else to it. Alright, so 2, 4, 1, 3. Can you hide in the box solid snake style? Yeah, I like it. Zalthriz, an idea for the box. If you throw away a sufficient amount of the box, you would get the big box that takes up 5 inventory spaces. Oh, I love it. I love it. You just keep going up. You get the huge box. Devious, devious, devious people you are. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, that should be it.
Digit Gusha Art, a foul mix of Slough and Scorpion, pours purely through Lunchtime. Gusha Art completes his prayer with his dying breath. Empty space, filled, together complexity, infinity. As a fool falls asleep,
Woohoo! Alright, nicely done.
the trick is square in life.
Ooh, Lord Points a Lot should have made it into the anniversary event. That's a great idea. If we had thought of it, maybe we would have. The question is, what is in the box? See, that's the whole point.
A foul
I don't think
mire
you're supposed to. You'll never find out what's in the
the
box.
center of the six lies dormant in the air. The judge,
Yeah, DDO is a great dual monitor game. I really wish I had two monitors at home. It makes like live streaming in that so much easier. Either that or it can hold infinite number of things from your inventory, but it never gives them back. That'd be fun. Oh no.
a battered and scarred ogre chieftain watches you from among the ruins.
Alright, I got Wharf Rat's Plank. That's a large shield with a empty colorless and a purple slot, currently slotted with a Sapphire of False Life 15. It's not terrible for lobies if you want that. Sheridan's Rack. That's a mid-level 8 Keen, empty red, dagger. Skin of the Mockery, empty red, empty orange, Human Bane hand wraps. Cesti, min level 9, hands, strength 3, dex 4. That's outdated nowadays. Filtration module, not much there either. Scavenge Warplate, a couple of empty slots, and Adamantine, pretty basic level 8 armor, but not bad, plus 5, with some good slots in there for you. Oh, the Snowstar is what I might take. Swamp Scale, medium. Snowstar is a nice returner with Icy Burst on it. Ooh, and the Mummified Bat. Gives you Feather Falling, Listen, and Spot. I think I'll probably take that. It's my favorite Feather Fall item. All right, everyone. Well, thanks very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I will get a Turbine Point code out to you guys a little bit later on this afternoon. Really appreciate it. And stick around in our chat room. We'll be giving away some Turbine Points in chat as well. Thank you very much for watching the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDOstream and youtube.com/DungeonsandDragons/live. Join us every Wednesday at noon Eastern for this show. At 4 o'clock, we've got DDO as she is played. 8 o'clock is Titan. And you can find our full schedule on twitch.tv/DDOstream. Till next week, I will see you around.